Commercial banks are navigating a faster world. Customers expect deeper insight, and decisions need to happen in real time. But insight doesn't always show up where it's needed most. Missed opportunities, slower decisions, and risk that shows up too late. IBISWorld changes that. Human-verified industry intelligence embedded directly into the tools your teams already use. Across sales, credit, risk, and portfolio management, right where decisions are made. From identifying opportunity to managing portfolio exposure, this is how industry intelligence shapes every decision. Before you decide where to grow, you need to know where it's worth growing. IBISWorld maps which industries are positioned for lending and deposit growth, and which ones to approach with caution. Macro signals, industry indicators, your market clearly laid out. That's clarity, where every growth decision starts.
High profit rates, low risk, employment growth rates. So we're taking the best opportunities here. Red is something that we're going to take a real hard look at. Green, these industries are free reign. Go after, let's bring in that business. Or yellow, we're going to need a little bit more scrutiny on here. So as a lender, you're not going out on something and spending months working on a deal only to be told no because it doesn't fall within the risk appetite.
Once you know which industries to focus on, the next step is showing up prepared. With IBISWorld embedded in your CRM and banker tools, relevant industry insights surface automatically, tailored to each customer, their exposure, and their industry. Bankers walk in already knowing what's happening in their client's world. The conversation shifts from catching up to moving forward.
Everyone likes talking about themselves. If you can bring in a couple questions or a couple data points to get them thinking, it opens up the conversation. And at that point now, you're having a more consultative approach, pivot those conversations to show, hey, if you do X, Y, and Z differently, that can change your business here. You're not trying to push products. You're trying to understand what's best for their business and how you can help moving forward.
At the credit stage, the margin for error narrows. IBISWorld benchmarks embed directly into underwriting workflows through API or systems like Encino. Every borrower benchmarked against industry peers of a similar size. Frontline, credit, and risk, all working from the same picture.
We're not comparing a middle market company to a corporate company, as they might require different cash flow needs or requirements. So by providing more of a peer-to-peer analysis, we can offer more clarity within the benchmarking process and provide more accurate benchmarking within those comparisons. What that leads to is fewer rewrites, lesser clarification during that process, and more defensible approvals and decision making.
When macro conditions shifts, rates, tariffs, policy, trade, not every industry feels it the same way. IBISWorld translates macro signals into industry-level impacts mapped directly to your customer exposure. You stop reacting to change. You start anticipating it.
Macro drivers cause different impacts across different industries. So understanding economic impacts provides clarity in how those different industries are affected, and then consequently how the customers in each of those industries may be impacted. Forecasting needs to represent that consideration. Taking a scenario-based approach helps banks mitigate any worst-case scenarios. This also encourages more proactive engagement with the correct customers, both in terms of a risk and opportunity perspective.
At the portfolio level, it's not just about monitoring exposure, it's about seeing where stress is building before it reaches your book. IBISWorld surfaces early signals through continuous monitoring workflows, so your risk teams don't just flag problems, they guide smarter growth.
Continuous monitoring approach ensures fewer surprises during the review process. Risk signals that are included in the ongoing credit monitoring process also ensures smoother alignment across the different teams. This increases awareness of the key insights before final decisions are made. It also allows banks to act early before risk materializes or any opportunity passes.
Across sales, credit, risk, and portfolio management, IBISWorld moves commercial banks from reactive decisions to insight-led action. Our intelligence isn't automated, it's human-verified. Every benchmark, every forecast, reviewed by analysts who understand how industries actually work.
IBISWorld's recipe is structure plus human judgment. Every industry IBISWorld covers, and we cover thousands globally, goes through the same recipe. For banks, the stakes are real. This is not an academic exercise. They're deciding how to price risk, who to extend credit to, and how to monitor their own portfolio. So it's really important to have human analysts verifying the information that they're using to make these really important decisions.
Ready to bring industry intelligence into every decision? Visit IBISWorld.com to schedule a demo today. Our team is ready to help answer any questions and show you what's possible for your commercial banking strategy.